Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back. Let's play Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. Last time we found ourselves climbing back to Goron City and picking up a few things along the way, namely some more gold skulltulas, getting us halfway there, the fire tunic, aka the Goron tunic that protects us from hot temperatures, and this useless ass giant's knife that shattered immediately. Oops. This episode, we're finally heading into the next temple of the game. Drop down here, and immediately break our shins. Ganondorf wins. No, just kidding. Roll forward. And it's time for the Fire Temple. This place has some weird history to it in that the original version actually had its music altered. I believe the original Fire Temple had some sort of, I don't know if it was Islamic chant, but it was some sort of cultural chant that was considered highly offensive, so they changed it. Let's see if we can find a snippet of that. Yeah, just kind of weird. Like, not something you would think about at all around here. For now, we got a few options for doors. Let's head into this one. And, oh. Well, we found the big chest. Nice. Goron? Please don't eat me. If you eat something like me, you'll get a stomachache. You'll be sorry. Yeah, as we remember from last part, Darunia's son, aka us, said all the Gorons got captured. And I also should point out, if you were wondering how the hell I knew about the secret passageway behind the Goron statue in Darunia's room, Darunia's kid tells you if you talk to him again. I just forgot to point that out. For now, though, we can head up these stairs. That door is locked, so we can't head that way. All we can really do is just head this way for now. Fire Temple, I think, is a pretty interesting place, but I don't know if this is my favorite dungeon. I wouldn't say it's bad, though. Oh, hey! Would you look at that? It's our sworn brother. Who's there? Is that you, Sub? Oh, it really is Sub-Zero. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain. Again, he has revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. On top of that, he's going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races who might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I'll go ahead and try and seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned, though, because I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. Sub-Zero, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, Sub. So yes, Darunia is trying to go it alone and fight the dragon for you. Kinda wild. I don't know how well that's gonna work, though, given he doesn't have the legendary weapon that was mentioned. So he might not be able to fight it as well. But I don't know, he's a rock monster. For all I know, he can handle it just fine. He's pretty buff. Now, all the Gorons, if you try and talk to them while they're still quivering in fear, they'll say the same thing, so ignore them. Talk to them when you free them, though, by, like, pressing on this button, and they say different things. Are you releasing me? Am I good free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Darunia went, you have to do something about the pillar stuck in the ceiling. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away. I'm free! So yes, as he mentioned, pillar in the center of the room. This massive thing. We have to find a way to get that down in order to actually reach that platform, because otherwise, it's just too far for us, and there's nothing we can really do. Alright, let's kick this chest open, though. Naturally, this is going to have a key for us. Wonderful. And let's get moving. Now, unfortunately, we really can't do anything to help out with Darunia just yet because we don't have the boss key. We know where it is, but we don't have a way to open that cell from that side that we were on, so we're going to have to come back later. For now, all we can do is head the opposite direction and do as Darunia asked of us. Let's see if we can help out the other Gorons. But yeah, Fire Temple, I think it's a cool place. I think they really do run with the whole theme of the Fire Temple pretty well, but I don't know. I think I definitely prefer the Forest Temple to this place, but it's definitely no Water Temple, that's for sure. And yes, don't worry, we'll get there. Now we got this huge open room, a lot of fire keys just hanging around here, a bunch of different places we can go. We're gonna head to the left first, though. Run this way and do a sweet roll into here. Now, normally when you see those kinds of doors, it usually implies another Goron here, and wouldn't you know it, there is. What do you got for us, bud? Are you releasing me? Here's a secret for saving me. A wall you can destroy with the Goron's special crop will sound different than the regular wall if you hit it with your sword. That is true. We don't really see that very often, but there are hidden walls around here that if we're really careful about it and we smack them with our sword, we'll be able to tell that we can destroy them with some bombs. Pretty important to note. Alright, let's open this chest. Get ourselves another key. Nice. Now, we could just keep going and head back to the other parts, but if you were paying attention, you might have noticed there was a block above the doorway that we just came out of. A block that bears a striking resemblance to the Song of Time. Play that music. This does block the pathway, though, so make sure that you free that Goron first, because that is a key that you need. Otherwise, head up here. And we find a bit of an interesting room. The floor is evil! Use your shield to block it. These are not labeled enemies, so I don't believe these actually have a name. Otherwise, just let the floor destroy itself. You can also swing your sword to destroy it. But there's also this dude. This is a like. An enemy that eats shields and certain clothes. Beat it quickly to get your gear back. These things are pains in the ass because that. They give you the suck, and then you are stuck dealing with them. Do not try and fight this thing with, say, the hook shot. It is a very bad idea. Use the bow. I'm also gonna switch out that pocket cuckoo. The bow is your best tool for fighting these things. You can fight them from a distance, and 2 bow shots will finish it easily. If you leave it alone for too long, though, it might just decide to swallow and eat the rest of your shield and your tunic. And trust me, you're gonna want to have both these on hand. Without the tunic, we will be put on a time limit, and if we don't get out of certain rooms in time, we'll die. So make sure that you're careful. Put those back on. And of course, as you can clearly see, there's a Skulltula for us. That's another one. Likes are dangerous opposition, and they're really annoying, so make sure you try and kill them as fast as you can. They like to sneak them into certain spots, though, so be careful. They're also really annoying to deal with in games like Tears of the Kingdom, because they brought those back, and man, those things are annoying as heck. They're everywhere in Tears of the Kingdom. And they got different variations, too, which is annoying. You can walk on the molten surface down here. If you walk on it for too long, you'll take damage, but walking it normally will be just fine. Ooh. That was a good one. I don't know why I've been sneezing up a storm lately. I don't get sick particularly often, I should note, but I don't know. Sometimes I get a lot of sneezing going on. Maybe it's because I just get cold naturally or something. Now we got this wall here. The Goron before mentioned. Swords, if it sounds different, implies that you can destroy a wall with a bomb. And wouldn't you know it? It was definitely different, if it wasn't already pretty obvious that you could blow it up. Another Goron in here, let's free him. Yeah, there's a lot of Goron bros just kind of trapped around here, so be careful and make sure to grab as many as you can. I'll tell you a secret. There's switches in this temple that you have to strike to activate, but you can also use the Goron special crop to do the job. Strikeable switches? Interesting. And he said we could use bombs on them as well. That's important to note. Get another key, so now we got 2 of them. Quite nice. But yeah, I've been just binging a lot more Tears of the Kingdom in the background while we've been doing this, because, you know, Tears of the Kingdom is the newest Zelda, and I want to get a feel for it. That game is crazy with the amount of stuff that people can do. But it also has boiled the camp down into, like, 2 particular stupid keys. The entirety of the Zelda audience that has been playing Tears of the Kingdom consists of, I think, 2 players. The people that'll make, like, entire working robots and mechas out of just all the crazy stuff you can build. And the people who will create cock and ball sword. You know which kind you are. And so do I. Which one? I'll never tell. Use 1 key to get through to this door over here, though. We got this grating here that we can actually shoot with our hook shot. Which will let us climb up it. And head up here. Actually, some stuff up here that we can grab if we're careful. Be careful not to fall, though. And there's keys hanging out up here as well. Get some hearts for your trouble if you really want. This room is actually kind of interesting in that we're... breaking our knees again. But it's got a fire geyser of sorts. You don't really see something like that around here much. But it makes you wonder, okay, what can we do with that? Well, think about it. Fire geyser pushes things. Do we got something we can push? Well, maybe not us, because we don't want to be roasted alive, but there's probably something we can use for it. Like, say, that block right there. Just gotta get to the other side first. Let's do some tightrope walking. Oh, goodness, Link, you really gotta be careful doing this. Kind of surprising that, like, Link is able to do this just fine in this game, but in games like Tears of the Kingdom, he really, really struggles to walk on small surfaces. He still can, but it's just annoying. Push this block anyway, though. Let's get this thing down. Come on. Come on, one more. One more push. Come on, you can do it. One more, please. There we go. And let's stand on top of the block. And let fire do the rest. Thank you, geothermics. We got an extra key so we can actually get through here, which is quite nice. Says now we can progress onwards. Into this room. Another Goron here, and looks like there's a switch on the other side. So we can't quite free him just yet. But we also got some new enemies. We got this thing. Torch Slug. No, it is not a Mad Cargo or a Slugma. When the fire on its back is extinguished, it will run away. Destroy it before it relights. Or relights. Yeah, these things, once their torch goes out, they will freak out and start moving fast, but they're slugs, so they're really not going to be moving that fast. Strike them down. Nice. Okay, now we see what looks to be some sort of crystal. That's actually one of the switches that was mentioned from before. If you remember, the Goron said, hey, you can destroy these, but you can activate them by striking them, and you can also use the Goron crop, which roughly translates to bombs. Throw that over, and it activates, removing the fire over the gate from above. We're gonna need to be careful, but if we're really crafty about it, we could actually get over there. Problem is, we don't actually have a way to reach that just yet, because we don't have a way up. Gotta find a way over there that we don't quite have just yet. Can we shoot? We can just barely make the jump, though. That's nice. Which lets us push this block down. There we go. Much better. This will actually give us a bit more leverage to work with, so we can just pull it over here. Much better. Okay, now that's nice and firm in place, let's actually climb back up and try this again. Okay, sweet jump. Make it. Yeah, it doesn't really look like you can make that jump, because if you try and jump and swing your sword, you can't, but it's fine. The fire goes away, so let's try and climb up like this. Go, 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 go. Ah, shit. Too much fire. Fire bad. Unfortunately, we're just a bit too slow, but we know where it is, so we could also just try throwing it from here. Missed it. Let's try again. Didn't quite throw it right that time, and also saw the quake down below it. That was weird. Nice. Reached it that time, though. Third time's the charm. Alright, now we can get up. Head up this way. And round the corner. We get up to this door. Unfortunately, can't help that Goron. I guess we're gonna have to come back later in that regard. Oh, face. And now we're in, fixed camera angle room. So we got a high up elevation. Looks like we're in a bit of a maze with a lot of moving rocks. Be careful. Oh, God. These rocks are all on a set timer, so they'll all be moving in specific directions at particular times. Just try to avoid them as best you can. They can't really do much to you. I also definitely hit the telltale signs of a gold Skulltula somewhere. We'll have to keep looking for that. But I do hear also, well, I guess I'm not here, but see that we got a door. Head this way, and wouldn't you know it, another Goron. Push that button, and he's a free man. Or I guess, rock monster. What's the secret you got? When you are on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? I knew about the rolling forward part. I actually forgot that swinging your sword can also put you out. Quite nice to know, at least. And naturally, he's got another key for us. Why the hell would you put a key in your jail cell? Actually, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck would you do that? I guess they don't have the keys in particular that they need to get out. Because you need to button activate in order to get out of here, but still. It's kind of an odd decision making. Alright, well, we did see that there was a locked door as we were running around, so let's try this on that. Where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. Put you in here. Take a look at what's over this way. Oh, it's this room. Be careful while walking, because if you look deep below us, you'll see that's a crevice that leads all the way back down to the first floor. Maybe try not to end up going down there. That's not really the best recommendation. You might also know, though, there is an eye on the wall. Shoot it. And we can open that path. For once, it's a path that isn't sealed by a locked door. Let's just carefully make our way over and round it. And head this way. Okay, we find ourselves in what looks to be a smaller section of a much larger room. But we also got this big chest. Let's see what we got here for us. We got the map! Nice. Now we can actually see what else is going on up here. This place, 5 floors. Pretty big dungeon. And it's got quite an expanse of rooms as well, so be careful navigating this place. You might get lost if you're not paying attention. We don't have a key, unfortunately, as I mentioned, so we can't cross over. So we'll have to keep an eye out for one. Oh, boulder. Just let that pass. Just give the boulders the right of way and you should be fine. Treat this like you're driving in traffic. Driving in traffic. Oh, God. Okay, traffic wasn't this crazy. Ugh. This is worse than Dallas traffic. But, wouldn't you know it, we actually do find another Goron out here, thankfully. Which I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts has another key for us. What secret you got? In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move. If you use a sample of the Goron special crop, you can break it. Interesting. We haven't seen fake doors before. That's new. We haven't quite run into any of those just yet either, though, so I guess we'll have to be careful. Got that key for ourselves. Let's be careful. Is there any other path that we can traverse to? Looks like around here there is not. Yeah, looks like we got nothing in terms of places down on the ground. Ow. Stupid rocks. Luckily, Link is strong enough to take a boulder to the face and not really feel it that much. Maybe he's got no nerve endings. Thankfully, we can just avoid that and head back over this way. Let's make the crossover, at least. Okay, good. We didn't fall. I'm just always worried about this room because one bad move and you're falling all the way down. And it's just, it doesn't end well. But now we got this room. We actually saw a preview of this room when we were getting the map. Let's jump onto here. Uh-oh. A wall of fire! A wall of fire approaches. Do your best to just stay as far away from it as you can. Red bubbles will emerge from the lava. Just ignore them because it's not worth your time to try and fight them. And climb up over to this side for safety. The firewall doesn't move that fast, so you got a bit of time to yourself anyway. Just be careful. And luckily, this actually puts us on the high ground back in the main maze room. We do got fire slugs to deal with still, but nothing we can't handle. What is it, Navi? I hear Goron voices down below. Really? Well, this is suspicious looking flooring, so let's try blowing it up. Oh god. Yeah, that's a big drop. Okay, we'll take care of that in just a second. For now, we got another button. Let's press this button real fast. What does this do? Way over there is where this button leads to. I don't know how that one works, but sure. I guess we got button technology figured out this far back in the past. There we go. Dispose of that fire slug, or torch slug. I don't know why they're called torch slugs. They're clearly fire slugs or lava slugs. I guess they wanted to maybe differentiate from Pokemon, but this came out before Gen 2, so I guess I can't even say that. Alright, let's deal with you real fast. Torch slugs, if they see you, they will actually try to attack you, but if you attack first, they just run for the hills. They're not the brightest. Ironically, because they're on fire. Alright, what secret you got now? If you find a place that you can see on your map but can't reach, try playing your Ocarina. That is... He's floating on air. How'd he do that? That was definitely him just floating on air. Gorons can fly. I knew it. But yes, that's actually pretty good advice. If there's a spot that you feel like you can get to but you can't see a pathway, Ocarina Song is pretty much your best bet. As we've proven with both the Song of Time and the Scarecrow Song. We have options to get up to places we can't reach if we just use those songs. That being said, there's actually something very important that they're trying to tell you about. Right there. That is a spot with the Scarecrow Song. I definitely play that more than 7 notes, but that doesn't matter. We need to get closer for this to work. Come on. I need to be in a very specific spot, I think, for this to actually work. Come on. Come on out. I know you're here, Pierre. I don't know how you got in here, but you've got to have gotten in here somehow. But yes, the spot high above us is actually a location where Pierre can appear. If I can just get him to show up, come on. There we go. There he is. This is a spot that I always forget even exists because it is such a well-hidden spot, especially because of the whole fixed camera angle thing. Use your hook shot to launch over here. Whoa! And you'll find yourself getting lifted up. This is a place you might not even know exists because if you don't have Scarecrow's song, you might completely forget this place exists. We can definitely hear the telltale signs of a gold Skulltula. Let's climb up. There you are. Blast you. And that's another one for the collection. Nice. How many is that? 53? Yes. Yeah, this is a place that, like, most of the time you might not even realize exists because it's pretty well hidden and out of the way. But thanks to the Scarecrows telling you about it, it's actually a lot easier to find. We can also definitely hear the sounds of another gold Skulltula nearby. There you are. Let's just tap that and take that for 54. Easy enough. Now, there's a button here. There's actually a bunch of stuff around here that we could be grabbing onto. We want to grab that when we can. So let's hit this button, and it puts out a fire around a treasure chest. If you're very fast about this, you can actually grab this, but you've got to be careful. You got to use your hook shot in order to actually, like, zip through this. And unfortunately, we were just a bit too slow, so we gotta go again. Yeah, they really like playing with your hook shot. You gotta use that thing, otherwise you're just gonna miss out. Funnily enough, this place I don't believe is actually required at all. This is just a secret area that appears if you're smart enough to use the Scarecrow song. AKA, you might have actually bothered to go back and grab it, because you might not have even known it existed. I know players who have played this game and didn't even realize I was in the game. But if you do, you get a huge rupee worth 200 rupees. Very, very nice. We just capped out our wallet yet again. Because, of course we did. We're rich in this game. Like I said, money is not hard to come by in this game. And yeah, that's 2 gold Skulltulas that you might have completely whiffed over if you did not have Scarecrow's song. Always be sure to get that song as soon as you can. I highly recommend that you do it. Alright, let's drop back down. Nope. I don't actually need to do that. Thank you. Ooh. And drop over here. We want to head back to this part that we blew up, because Navi said that she heard Gorons down here. Pull out that sword. Still break your kneecaps because that doesn't save you from falling damage. As much as we want it to, it just doesn't work like that. And press this button. Freeing the Goron that we saw earlier. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Here's a tip. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt them. Looks like you might need help with the Goron special crop. That's all I have to tell you. Well, good advice, bro. And good luck getting home. Once again, get ourselves another key for our troubles, unless this is something else to prove me wrong. Yep. Yeah, all Gorons are just carrying a key somehow. I don't know why they put keys with their jail cells. But oh well. Regardless, let's take this block back down, because there is one more pathway that we haven't even checked out yet. And let's head back over this way. Alright, now I believe there's a number of ways that we could actually go. Let's check the map real fast for safety. Let's see. First floor. Man, there's a few pathways back there in the center room that we haven't actually checked out at all. Well, where are those, actually? Because we've seen 2 paths. Or just one other path that we haven't been to. What is around there? Got a bunch of ways that we can go oh, wait. I bet I know. We got to make the crossover back up on the 3rd floor. We haven't actually made the transition over just yet. So we actually do got to head right back up. Sorry about that. We're going straight back up. While it was important to help that Goron, we kind of shouldn't have done that just yet. We need to get back up top, so we gotta actually do this. Uh-oh, I hear the sounds of keys, so we gotta be careful. Okay, we were very careful, as you can see. Funnily enough, there's regular keys and fire keys in here. I don't know why there's not just only fire keys in here, because, you know, volcano, but I guess that doesn't always apply. Alright, let's just stand in the center and get sent back up. We do want to try and get to the other side of the third floor, because there is some stuff over there for us. Looks like the block reset. That was fast. I actually didn't expect it to do that so quickly. Thankfully, we can just take this to get back up to where we were, so we don't gotta worry too much about that. Well, I'm coming back up. Interesting thing to note. At the time of this recording, both Tears of the Kingdom and Street Fighter 6 have been out, and that's just been what I've been binging lately. And my god, I don't know what to say, man. Both those games are just utterly fantastic, and I highly recommend both if you have the time. Like, 6 is so fun, and Tears of the Kingdom is so big, and just so many things you can do in that game. Like, it's crazy the amount of just stuff to mess around with in both titles. If you're a fan of fighting games or adventure games in general, highly recommend both. For now, how do we get across here? I know there's a path. Oh, wait, no. Now I remember. We need to go this way. Corner room, yes. Because there was a doorway on the opposite side of the pathway here in the Wall of Fire room that we had not taken. It was locked previously. Now that we got the keys, though, we can actually take care of that. I don't know why you felt the need to hop there, Link, but whatever. If it makes you feel cool, I guess. Alright, let's climb up. Or not. Link, you're supposed to climb. Okay, thankfully we made that jump just fine, and we can unlock this door. And wouldn't you know it, yet another Goron is not here. Just kidding. I feel like there might be a secret passageway here, but I don't believe there is. And there's nothing listed on the map, so I think we're fine. Uh-oh, it's this room. Okay, this room sucks. But if you're paying close attention, Navi's focused on something. You can see down from here. Isn't that the room where we saw Darunia? Yes! We're actually above the room where Darunia was. If you pay very close attention, this is that pillar that we saw. And it's all the way up here on the 3rd floor. This thing is massive. How the heck we're gonna get it down or something is beyond me right now, but who knows. Now, as you may have heard as well, one of the Gorons said be careful of fake doors. This is a fake one. And you can easily destroy them with bombs. Also be careful because fire is blocking the pathways around here. So watch your step. But so long as you're careful, you can easily open the pathway around. Plus, there's plenty of recovery hearts around here because they know that fire is dangerous. They're not going to play with you that much. Thankfully, there's another locked door here that we can easily access. Just got to get around to it. And there we go. And head inside. Normally, you can differentiate fake doors from real ones because they have a cover around them. I would be careful because I think there might be a like that's about to drop in around us. Got another Goron here. We can't do anything about him just yet. But I believe if we play the Song of Time, we can help him. Yes! You can actually materialize another block. Remember how they said if you feel like you can go somewhere but you can't see a way forward, try playing the Ocarina. It's an extremely helpful piece of advice to learn that. There we go. And wouldn't you know it, we got another button. But standing on it doesn't do anything. This switch looks rusted. Trying to stand on it doesn't do anything because the switch is rusted over. We need something heavier in order to actually make it go down. Unfortunately, Link is not fat enough to accomplish that. And while we can stand on this switch as well, can't do anything about either. Same with this platform. Getting this down is going to be a challenge. We got a bomb, but that's about it. Like, we really don't have any options for getting these things to move at all. We do have other pathways, at least, though. Ow. Rock. But for now, we are kind of stuck. There's really nothing that we can do here. We do have a couple more places we can check out, though, thankfully, so we'll be able to check those in. Like this spot right here, that has another big chest for us. Which I'm willing to bet money is the compass. There it is. Now we can see the locations of items as well. Let's take a look at the map and see if this can help us with anything. We know the dungeon boss is on the first floor. We're on the third floor. There's another treasure chest inside of the jail cell as we saw. And higher up there appears to be another big chest. That is probably going to be where we're going to be ultimately going. So we need to head to the center. Well, actually, no, the far back part of the circle that we're currently in. Doesn't seem like that to be... Uh-oh, rock. Okay, thank God. Let's see if we can't get some space between us and these rocks. These are kind of becoming a pain in the neck. Nope. There we go. No. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta actually move out of the way entirely. Navi, what do you want? What? I am not having trouble. I know what I'm doing, game. Yeah, Navi will also give you advice in the event that you can't figure it out entirely too fast. Which is just a bit annoying. It's like the game doesn't trust you to handle things yourself. But trust me, we'll figure this out. In fact, I actually have a plan of action for what we're going to be doing next. The problem is, ultimately, we've been going for quite a while, and I think it's time that we put a stop to this for now. So I think, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, we'll be heading further into the Fire Temple and hopefully finding a solution for the rusted switches and finding a way to get that pillar down so we can finally help Darunia. But until next time, ice out.